What are you looking for? What are you hoping to find in this world that once found will complete you entirely so that the emptiness is given form and the fires in your heart burn bright, waving at the sky? What are your desires, your intentions? What is the magic in your mind that creates and establishes your reality, giving it meaning? What do you see when you look at the world around you? Do you cringe at the tragedies that continue to occur across the lands, baffled by the sickening downward spiral that is seemingly signaling more of the same? Are you bothered by the wars that continue to broadcast man's inhumanity to man? 1 Timothy 6:10 tells us, "For the love of money is a root to all kinds of evil." Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs, and that the evil perpetuates itself like a snowball rolling down a wintry hill. Even as that is true, that evil can be broken down into a simpler element. Think about this. What comes before the love of money? What does money provide for a person that may be lacking something? Clothing, food, shelter, sex, and entertainment can all be bought with money. What those things provide for us is limited amounts of pleasure. This tells me that though we seek money and show an affinity or love for it, it is the feeling of pleasure that supersedes it. It is the allure of pleasure, of self-gratification and gain that is a trap to our species. We look and seek ways around discomfort and trouble. We don't want to be in pain or feel unwanted or go unloved. So the love of money, at its most simple element, is the drive to feel pleasure or comfort. What I understand is that these problems are not new. They have plagued humanity ever since the fall of man. Ecclesiastes 1:9 reads, "What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun." Therefore, those trials and problems that existed long ago still exist in this day. They may have a different face, but they carry the same weight and troubles. So I watch. I watch people and places and perceive with guarded eyes the problems that tear us apart. The Seattle night speaks to me in cryptic code, a language old, and I understand then the dark streets that move with spastic rhythm, oddly reflecting the motley assortment of people living therein: the pushers, the panhandlers, the druggies, the club hoppers, the drunks, the various pedestrian vagrant ingredients all lumped together like southern mashed potatoes, looking for their own one-way dream road to the magnificence of living, hoping to be loved. I am not the night stalker, but an observer, the watcher, seeing the thoughts of the day manifested in the realm where most wear masks, hiding the shadows they cast by day. The images I see are only the projections, so when we touch, we don't touch each other. We are grasping at air, fingers caressing dusty nothingness with an eager flare. When we speak, we don't speak to each other, but convey intelligible wordplay to apparition avatars that fade when the buzz is killed. A language old, the hidden vintage vagabonds breathing guilt into guiltless interaction, taking time to steal reality and leave lies in their place. There is care and there is grace in the movement, and I watch them dance their hearts away, hearing the false shift in the sway of their hips. I suppose we all are looking, hoping, to cultivate honesty from a garden of fearful subterfuge. The night is a menagerie, an elegant mess that has a broken twinkle, an image that glows in the night but fades with the rising of the sun. Here I am, wanting to holler for the truth that is in my face, quietly reaching for an answer I can't place. Could I be running after something I'm not supposed to chase? I am the watcher, a son of none here, eager to see the beauty in all, facing the night to understand the day. Watching the days like a maze, twisting at 90-degree angles, sharply changing my outlook and preparing me to prepare for adaptation. Makes it hard to get used to being anything anyone wants. When I want someone to understand the real me, I watch it happen, standing on the outskirts of self, surveying the soul landscape, and I am unsure but thankful and proud and happy. I am the ghost of my true self. I am the harbinger of unfortunate beauty. I am the height of the stars and the width of the cosmos. I hold the essence of what is to be. I am my own worst enemy. Watching carefully the charismatic political vampires perched, admiring the ignorance of the masses with mirth, my shadow falls on that which is cursed, a mind not aware of its worth. Sell to me your backwash gossip, stench-ridden lies propped on leaning tables like art. You would hang it on a wall, a diseased plaque, looking like a mirror for the world's wasted youth, a haggard beast of a man with one tooth. Watch this fall away, knowledge. The Lord says it will decay from minds first. So recall no riddles till laughter bursts. Keep your hands in your own pocket and out of her purse. I hold the essence of what can be known. Your body is a shell and you are alone. Watching what you will spend, your regrets, your mistakes that seethe again, reminding you that you should not be reminded and let the past be the end. I am the watcher. Some say the world will move on, yet what would it move on to? Watching, cataloging ambitious jests and surly men crouching like starved hyenas to feed, to fulfill, to breed, and follow the irony and the culmination of experience. They are slaves. Rambling, haggard slaves chained to their past, linked to nothing. And the world will move on. The shameless, boastful world of many proud men, sinful braggarts that breathe dust, washing their hands in watery rust. There is no cleansing. There is no surgical procedure that will mend. But you and I will meet at the end. In the end, we are slaves, carrying our chains and hanging our heads. A watcher, watching a once hopeful, now full of futility. Perished memory, sliding through the slits in the soul, trickling down, rewinding a mind that imploded. Trusting trinkets and shiny rocks and forgetting that death should be held close. Life is the enemy. They hold on too much, hanging heads and singing hymns, heaping their trust in themselves when they can't trust God. Where does it begin to topple? He muses majesty and believes in power, so the mind grasps the esoteric, puffed up like a pillow on manly deeds that profess kingship. The king becomes the pawn, and the pawn falls like the rest. Falls the king, following a dream, founding a lie. Hey, so if you enjoyed what you heard, do me a favor and hit that like button, share, or subscribe, or all three. And you can follow me on Twitter @TheSoulExpands.